All right. Woo! Cool. So we're going to start with breath work. So spread out a little bit. Give yourself some space. Give yourself some space. All righty. If you have to lie on your back, you lie on your back. If you can sit crisscross applesauce, crisscross applesauce. If you have to sit kind of like this, you could do that. If you sit like this, whatever you got to do. If you got to lie on your stomach, just get comfortable. But we're going to do a cycle. We're going to do 11 breaths. It's going to look something like this. We'll inhale through our nose. Now, I want you to focus as you're breathing. Make sure none of the tension's in your neck or shoulders. We're not going, right? I want your ribs to expand. Feel it in your low back. Let that expand. But we're going to start. You ready? So we're going to do 11 cycles of that. Then we're going to exhale all the way. We're going to hold for about 30 seconds. I'll have a timer because what gets measured gets managed. Then once we exhale all the way for 30 seconds, we'll inhale big for 30 seconds. We'll hold that for 30 seconds. When that ends, we'll do this. And we'll try to hold for another 30 seconds. We're going to try to do 3 rounds of that. So 11 big breaths, full exhale, then inhale, and then repeat. You guys ready? On my count, let's do 11. Ready? Here we go. And you have to breathe. If you have to, you can. Try to hold it for as long as you can. We're 15 seconds in. 10 seconds. If you're tingling, that's okay. In 5 seconds, we're going to take a big inhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And hold. Make sure while you're holding this breath, you don't have any tension in your traps, no tension in your neck. Just let it kind of move down into your stomach, into your ribs. Halfway there. Again, if you have to exhale or something, you can. But we're trying to hold. We have 10 seconds. In 5 seconds, we're going to suck in a little more. In 3, 2, 1. Keep holding. And we're going to hold. Again, move that tension into your ribs, out of your shoulders. I see everyone's shoulders raising a little bit. And we're relaxing. Got 15 seconds. If you're thinking about only your breath, that's perfect. In 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, relax. That's 1 round. We got 2 more to go. You ready? All right, we got 11 cycles of the. Here we go. In 3, if you want to lie down at this point, you can. In 3, 2, 1. One more. And exhale. And hold. This time you might find it to be a little easier. Maybe not. Halfway there. Big hail in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In the ribs, not the traps. And we're holding. Halfway there. Couple sips of air in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully that went into your ribs. We don't just want it to be in our belly. We don't just want it to be in our ribs. We want to expand our whole trunk. You should feel it in your low back as you're moving pressure around inside. Halfway there. Big exhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it relax, let it relax. All right, one more cycle, and then we're going to get moving. The reason we're doing this is helping our ribs expand a little bit. It's helping our upper back, so when we start moving, you're going to move a little bit better, especially because we just ran and probably held a lot of tension in our upper body. All right, 11 cycles. Here we go. Feel it in your back, in the sides, in the ribs, in the belly, not in your throat. One more, and exhale. And hold. Halfway there. Start to think about what's happening in your fingers and your toes, and get ready to inhale in 3, 2, 1. Through the ribs, and hold. Halfway there. We're going to take a couple sips, filling our ribs and our low back. And 3, 2, 1. Last one, hold. Halfway there. In 3, 2, 1, exhale, stay on your back. All right, if you're lying on your back, go ahead and start wiggling your toes a little bit. Start to flex your calves, squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads, squeeze your belly, your abs. Slowly sit on up. You can roll on your side to come on up, or just sit up, feel that trunk. Feeling pretty good? Ready to move a little bit? Upper back's ready. All right, we're just going to start with little neck rolls. We're going to bring our head down, then we're going to rotate it this way, and we're going to rotate it this way. We're just going to do 5 of those. Come on up. We're going to drop our head to the side. We're going to inhale. Exhale, roll down this way. Hold your breath. Inhale again. Roll this way. Exhale. This time inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come to chest. We're going to come on up. Stand on up with me. Ooh. Shake out anything you need to. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to start with our shoulders, all right? So we're going to do some controlled articular rotations. We're going to get some fluid moving in our joint capsule, get the joint capsule decompressing. So this one's kind of weird, but I have my finger pointing behind me like this. We're going to go backwards like this, And then when you go no further, you're going to open that palm up all the way until your thumb is facing this way. If you got any shoulder pain or limited range of motion and this is all you can do, that's fine. But you're trying to go as far as you can and then slowly rotate all the way. I'm going to teach you a principle now. It's called irradiation. You're going to think about squeezing the floor with your feet. Yeah, don't go too far. Any pain is not helpful. So pain-free range when we're doing this. So irradiation is you're contracting everything in your body and then trying to just relax this joint. So I'm squeezing the ground with my feet. I'm squeezing my calves, squeezing my quads, squeezing my glutes, squeezing my core, squeezing my pec, this shoulder, my arm, hand on belly. So we're going to do 3 this way, and we're going to do it pretty slow. Then we'll do 3 reverse, so our thumb is up, and we internally rotate, kind of like you're screw driving your shoulder into your body. All right? So let's start with thumb back. We're going to go slow, try to match my pace. You ready? Here we go. Focus on contracting everything in your body. Slowly rotate. That's 1. Flip that thumb back. Here we go. If you're popping without pain, that's okay. That's 2. Last 1. That's 3. Now we're going to reverse. Flip that thumb. That's 2. 1 more. And that's 3. Let's switch arms, shall we? Thumb back. Here we go. We go back. Irradiation. Think about what's happening in other parts of your body. That's 2. Thumb back. All right, now we're going forward. Thumb forward. That's 1. That's 2. Also, it's okay to breathe while you're doing this. And 3. Beautiful. We're going to do a little shoulder spin up now. Palms facing each other. Pain-free motion. We're just swinging. We're going to do 20. Let it flame. You can move your hips while you're doing this. You don't just have to stay stiff in your upper body. That's right. Yeah, you're the car wash guy. Letting it flame. Let your body relax a little bit. All right, now, palms are facing each other like this, and we're rotating like this. We're flipping our palms every time. Warming up our upper back a little bit. Let the arms relax. We're not Optimus Prime. We're not a transformer or a robot while we're doing this. We're humans. You're not C-3PO, you're Groot. You're a plant. I am Groot, that's right. All right, now we're going to do this. So you can try to go to each elbow, or you try to go to your belt buckle and the back belt buckle if you have limited range of motion. And you can take a couple steps while you're doing this. You don't have to be still. Remember, you're Groot. Let the wind sway you, all right? And we're swinging. So if you want to maintain mobility in your joints, all you have to do is use them through their full range of motion every day. That's kind of it. So this little spin up, we're making sure you're getting full access through your shoulder. Your shoulder has 3 degrees of freedom. It can go this way and this way. It can go this way and this way, and it can externally rotate in all planes. Probably the most dynamic joint. All right, up next, we're literally going to just swing it this way. This one, if you have little impingement issues, this might hurt, so just be careful. Don't swing too hard. You don't need to rip your shoulder out of its socket. Trying to maintain mobility, not destroy it. Palms facing backwards. All right, now palms facing forwards. Same thing. All right, good, good, good. Now we're going to move to our elbows. So palms up, palms down, going down. Palms up, palms down. Irradiation. Remember, the whole time we're doing this, squeeze your feet. Squeeze your calves. Squeeze your quads. This is also a good routine. I try to do this on like my recovery days. It's the way I check in with my body. I typically never have elbow pain, but a couple weeks ago I was doing this. My elbow hurt. I was like, that's good to know, because I wasn't feeling that until I started doing this. So you're just bringing each joint to its full range as far as you can go. Going from there. All right, now with the wrists, just moving it up and down like this. Ooh, letting the wrist flow a little bit. Now going in and out, in and out. Squeezing those toes, squeezing those calves, squeezing your core. All right, now big circles one way. And big circles the other. All right, up next, we're going to work on our thoracic spine. This one's kind of weird. So you're going to cross your arms over your body. Watch me first, then do it. But you're going to keep your feet planted, hips planted. You're going to rotate to one side. Then you're going to side bend. Then you're going to rotate over into a side bent position. So you side bend back and rotate. Common thing people do is this. Like, it's not supposed to be this fluid motion. We're trying to segment. I want you to feel it in your vertebrae as you're going through. And go from there. So let's all start in the beginning. Let's all start together. Here we go. Let's go to the right. I can't mirror you. Here we go. Rotate, side bend, revolve, side bend. So you're facing this way, and then rotate all the way. So I'm facing this wall. Side bend, revolve, side bend. I'm facing this way, and I rotate. Side bend, revolve, side bend, rotate. All right, now let's go the other way, shall we? So left, everyone's facing left. Side bend, rotate, side bend, rotate. Side bend, rotate, side bend, rotate. Last one, side bend, revolve and rotate. Back and here. All right, now we're going to do little Jefferson curls. If you guys have ever done these, you're basically you're trying to bend at each segment in your vertebrae. All right? If you're like, Derek, I'm not feeling it, that's okay. Do it every single day and you'll probably start to feel it. If you have any back pain, maybe don't do this one. Maybe just watch. But what you're going to do is you're tucking your chin in and then you're slowly coming down each vertebrae. You can keep your hands on your thighs and you're slowly coming down all the way, feeling it at each vertebrae as far as you can. And when you can go no further, if your hamstrings limit you on your back, now come up. Start at your lumbar spine. Slowly come up like a rag doll. Feel it at each vertebrae. Chin is the last thing to rise. I'll wait till everyone's up. And let's tuck our chin, and here we go. Very slow, try to go at my pace. My hands are at my knees now. Try to keep those legs locked. I'm feeling it in my back. And then I'm coming up. Feel it in my lumbar spine. My glutes are firing. Try to put it in your back. All the way up. Last one down. So with this whole routine, you could use it as a standalone mobility session. You could take some of the things we're doing it and use it as a pre-workout. You can also do it as a post-workout kind of routine. Segment by segment, chin's last thing to rise. All right, good. All right, now we're going to loosen our hips up, then we're going to work back up, and we're going to do a little thoracic spine and hip action. Fun way to just loosen your hips up? Little hip circles. Act like you're doing the hula hoop. Big circles, as much as you can. If you're feeling things that, oh, that hamstring's tight, or you feel something on the inside of your knee, or you feel it in your hip or your back, or maybe you feel it in your foot right now. Because you can also roll with your ankles while you're doing this. My toes are up at the back, my heels are up at the front. And reverse. We're just silly gooses. That's right. All right, now, this is going to be hard. If you need to, you can hold on to the rig for balance. We're doing controlled articular rotations at our hip. So we'll bend our leg, we'll kick back, come all the way around until we're here. And we're making sure we're not side bending. We're not, oh, I'm doing it, Derek. No, you're not. Right? You kick back, rotate. We're here. No shame in going to the rig. More shame if you don't. Going back and around. Maybe you're feeling things you didn't feel before. That's okay. All right, one more. And forward. All right, let's switch legs. We'll go back first. Act like you're stepping over a hurdle. This one's pretty weird. Trying to get as much range as you can. Last one. All right, shake it out a little, shake it out. And this one's pretty fun and weird. You're gonna feel this all the way from lower neck down to your hips. But I want you to stand. Let's spread out a little. We will swing our arms, so don't be near a rig because you'll hit your hand and you'll cry. So go ahead. We're here. You will be here the entire time. I want you to lock your feet in. You can do this. Try to keep your hips forward, your shoulders forward. I want you to turn one way. Look over your shoulder. See how far you can look. Find a spot that you can see. Be like, yeah, that's about as far as I can go. Then go to the other side. Find a spot you can see. And come back. Right after this routine, you should immediately see some increased range of motion. If you don't even know what you just looked at and you want to look again, you go ahead and please do that. Because what gets measured gets managed, right? So find your object. All right, I see mine. It's kind of the kiosk thing. Mine's kind of the D there, all right? Watch me first. Literally the routine is this. I was a thrower at Mizzou. I threw discus. This is what we would do right before we threw, just increase immediate range of motion. So you're going to step back with one foot, and you're going to twist your hips like that. Then you'll go 45 degrees back. Then you'll go all the way around. And the whole time, notice I was looking at you, right? So I'm here, and I'm here. It's weird, right? It is, a Zumba, baby, yeah. Then we'll take the same, so those steps back, right? You have this step, this step, this step. The second round, you're going to swing your arms. No hip twist, though. Head's always forward. So I'm here, I swing. Here, swing. Here, swing. And then the third round, you're here, and you're going to twist on the front foot, back foot, and I twist. I should look at you. I come back. I'm here. I twist. I come back. This is a little more advanced, so if you're like, I don't know, you can. And then we're here. We twist. And we come back. And make sure your feet's always about in the same area. If you're like, oh, Derek, oh, it's okay. Because again, we're trying to find that spot. You ready, though? I'll say this. If you do it slowly, you'll see no results. But if you want to be safe, do it slowly and get used to it. Do it every day, right? We got this on video so you can watch. You'll be like, what, am I doing this right? Or if you want to really try it out at home, you can when no one's watching. Do it. But the faster you do it safely, right, you'll feel it, right? Because if I do this, much different on my connective tissue than if because this is actually a nervous system stimulation thing. That's what we're doing. We're trying to increase a little output and decrease so we have more length. So let's start with our hips. Let's do left leg. I'll face this way so you guys can do it. I recommend everyone faces the same way. This is very weird, and everyone get behind me. Spread out, here we go. Is the camera still on me? Yeah, we need to record this one for sure. Everyone's like, what the heck is going on? All right, hips. Let's do right foot back first, shall we? And we'll do more than 3 reps because everyone's going to suck at this, and that's okay. All right? Here we go. Right? So as soon as you land, it's hip twist. Let me watch everyone. Yeah, but everyone's face has to be towards me, right? So none of this. It's just hips. All right, so let's do straight back again. Here we go. One more time. Now that you got the rhythm of it, let's step not here, but here. You ready? Here we go. I put my hands on my hips. They kind of help me remember the same spot. One more time. Let me watch one more time. Not bad. I thought it was going to be terrible. That was great. Not bad. All right. Up next, we got this bad boy. All right. All right. Here we go. Count of three. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Head should be forward. Let's do it again. One more time. Let me watch. Good. Now I see a lot of curtsies. It's not so much this as, right? So you're trying to get your toe, your knee, and your hip going that way, but your torso's staying this way, right? So it's not necessarily a hip hike. Hey, right? Rotation, not side bend, all right? You're going to learn how to control your hips after this. It's going to be fabulous. Let's do all three again, shall we? Repetition is wonderful. So straight back, here we go. 1, 45 degrees, boom, all the way around, boom. Cool, not bad. Now let's incorporate our arms. This time you don't have to have any sexy hip twists. You just step back, swing your arms. All right, so let me see you guys swing it. It's pretty simple, right? And everyone's facing me, that's great. Let's do it 3 times, here we go. 1, straight back. 2, fling it, baby. 3. All right, 45 degrees. So now here, but here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, now all the way around. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let me watch it. Head forward the whole time. Yeah, it's tough. Beautiful, not bad. All right, let's do all 3 together. We're just doing arm flings. So straight back, 45 all the way. Here we go. Straight back. 1, 2, and 3. All right, now it's going to get crazy. Everyone's going to get dizzy. You're going to step, look at my feet. I don't care that I'm wearing toe socks. You're going to spin all the way. See, it's not just my back foot, but my front foot. All the way. I'm flinging my arms until I see VM, and then I come back. So I'm here, whoop, and I come back. Now, again, like I said, speed is wonderful, but if you fling yourself that way, you know, I told you not to, I'm sorry. But here we go. Let's practice straight back a couple times. You ready? Straight back, here we go. And swing. And again. Woo, VM. One more time. You guys are all going to be discus throwers by the end of this. All right, 45 degrees, here we go. 45. 45. Let me see it. 45. Everyone's throwing a discus at the end. I like it. All right. Now all the way around. Here we go.
Now I can see the video.
One more.
We should have some wine and then do this.
Yeah. All right. And I was rude to some of you. I had you move, but go ahead and look towards the direction we've just been working, which is your right. See if you have increased range of motion. In an ideal world, as you're doing this, you can stick in the same area, and you will. You'll be like, oh my gosh, it's fabulous, all right? If you have neck pain, this is not a good thing to do, all right? So just because I just said this is going to improve range of motion doesn't mean it's a great thing to do if you're hurt. Only if you're feeling good and you're about to like work out or compete. Like before class, this might be something, I do it before basketball, and it's the only warm-up I do, and then I feel good to go. Because you get everything involved, right? All right, let's do left side. You guys know the routine. I'm not going to be as repetitive. So we'll step back with the left. We'll just do the hips. You ready? Straight back. Here we go. We're doing 3 per direction. 2, 3. Now 45 degrees. 1, 2, 3. And all the way around. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's fling our arms, shall we? And 1. Straight back. 2, 3. All right, 45 degrees. If you're feeling things crack in a good way, you're welcome. If not, I'm sorry. All the way around. Here we go. Keep looking forward. If you have to minimize range of motion and not tear your pec, so be it. Now, full spins, discus throwers. Straight back, here we go. And 1, and 2. Look at the VM. And 3. All right, 45 degrees, here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3. And all the way around, here we go. And discus. And discus. One more. And discus. Oh, beautiful. How are we feeling? So good. Mobilized. Perfect. All right, we're literally going to do 2 more little things. Then I'm going to show you a very simple routine. Exercise again. Again, you can use this as a separate thing. All right, let's sit on the ground for a sec. Oh. All right, we're going to work on our knees a little. So at your knee, you can extend it, right? And then you also get a little action when you internally and externally rotate your ankle or your tibia. Good way to know if you're moving at the knee and ankle versus the hip. Is my knee moving, or is my knee still and my toe moving, right? If my knee is still and my toe's moving, I'm moving here. If you're like, oh, I'm moving my toe. No, you're moving at the hip because your knee is, right? No, 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 all right? So, good way to just say, like, you are mine. Grab your thigh, look at your knee, say, you are mine. All right, toes up. And we're literally just moving our toes in and out for a sec. Keep that patella or that kneecap forward. Make sure that kneecap's not moving a whole lot. Switch sides. You are mine. And we switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now go back to your other leg. With your toe in this time, you're going to keep your toe in. You're going to extend and then evert and bring it back. Keep it everted. Extend, invert, here. So you're kind of boom, 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 boom. If it's too intense on your hamstrings, straighten your leg a little more. Boom, 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 boom. This is segmented. Control it. Hold that thigh. All right, switch sides. All right, invert. Toes inside. Go up, out, down. Up, in, down. Up, out, down. Up, in, down. One more. Up, out, down. Da, da, da. All right, up next we're doing toga. Toe yoga. This one's hard. That's why I wear toe socks, so I can demonstrate. If you have to take off your socks, do it. If you don't really want to, you don't have to. But what you're going to do, if you have to come look at this because you can't see, come look at my feet for a second. I'm so sorry. But you're going to lift just your big toe. You're going to keep your small toes on the ground, and you can sit like this. We're casual. We're on the ground. We're just going to lift our big toe. If you can't, yeah, it's toe yoga, baby. If you can't do this, you have a dumb foot. So you got to train it every day. Have a smart foot. Dumb foot. That means if you can't consciously be competent, there's no way you're unconsciously competent. So when you walk, your foot's probably just slapping the ground. Unlikely that you're using all your muscles properly. All right? And then you might develop plantar fasciitis, and that's no fun. All right? So we're just going to try 10 attempts. All right? Don't hold your toes down. No cheating over there. No cheating. Right? Then once you're done with that, keep your big toe down, lift your small toes. Right? And while you're doing it, you have to make contact with 3 points. You have a tripod in your foot. Near your big toe, near your pinky toe, and your heel should always be on the ground. If you notice that you're like lifting up like this, like, I'm getting it. No, you're not. All right? So lift those up. All right, now hold all your toes up. Keep the tripod down. Tripod, tripod. Now just touch the ground with your big toe. Sounds like you. So we'll have to just keep practicing. No one. All right, now touch the ground with your small toes. Keep your big toe up. Yeah, if you're cramping, keep that tripod. I see that big toe raising. There it is, yeah. This is obviously best done barefoot. If you get toe socks, you'll be cool. You know, you can do it whenever you want. Just always wear shoes. Don't show anyone. All right, now the next one is the wave. So you're going to touch the ground with your pinky toe, and then you'll slowly go down to your big toe, and then you'll lift your big toe up and you'll reverse. So pinky toe all the way down, big toe all the way up. Pinky toe all the way down, big toe all the way up. I sure have. I have to demo this a lot. All right, and the last one is all toes up, squeeze, and spread. Squeeze toes together, spread toes apart. Squeeze toes together, spread toes apart. That's right, yeah. It does, yeah. Got to get used to position. Oh, yeah, 100%. So you're going to feel, this is training intrinsic foot muscles, meaning the muscle starts in your foot and stops in your foot, as well as extrinsic muscles in your foot, where it starts in your foot and it ends up here in your knee, right? So you have some muscles in your foot that start down here and they run all the way up to here throughout your calf, all right? So if you feel it in your calf, you feel it in your ankle. She was telling me she felt it in her ankle. That's normal too. So you're working the top of your foot, the bottom of your foot, and the muscles on the side of your foot. Super important that we all can spread our toes out, that we can individually control them. There's a big tendon that controls all your little toes, and then one that controls your big toe on top, and same thing on bottom, right? So that's why we kind of isolate it that way. Let's do the other foot as best we can. We're going fast. Big toe, we're doing 10 attempts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Notice I said 10 attempts. If you sat there and you said, I'm trying, and it's just barely going, that's okay. Do it every day. Give it 6 months, and you'll start to see something. Yeah.
6 months?
Our society sucks with patience, baby.
I can't have it in 60 minutes?
6 minutes? Amazon Prime's ruining us. Most good things take a while, don't they? Yeah. All right, let's lift the small toes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All toes up. Touch the ground with your big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Different muscles. 8, 9, and 10. Touch the small toes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tripod. Reassess that tripod. Let's do the worm or the wave. Here we go. Pinky toe all the way to big toe up, reverse. Pinky toe all the way down to big toe up, reverse. On our YouTube page, I have a whole video of my feet doing this. Well, I'm wearing toe socks, all right. So if you ever, I charge for it. Now it's on YouTube. So if you ever just want to watch it, because you really want to get some smart feet, you can.
YouTube or OnlyFans?
Yeah, same. All right, last one. Squeeze toes together, spread toes apart. Squeeze toes together, spread toes apart. Squeeze together, spread apart. Squeeze together, spread apart. Every movement is also an assessment. If you notice that some movements were easier on your right than your left, or some were easier on your left than your right, it lets you know where your weaknesses are. We try to minimize our weaknesses, maximize our strengths. That's kind of the goal with training, right? So we got that done. Last thing we're going to do is we're all going to hang from the bar. Decompress a little bit. So everyone get to the pull-up bar. We'll hang, and then we're going to hold a deep squat for a bit, and I'll show you a fun little routine. Right here's great. All right. So first thing we're going to do is hang from the bar for 30 seconds. And I want you to relax as much as you can all the way. If you have to scale this, you can put like a box in front, set something on it, let your leg on it. If you have like an SI joint issue, you put that leg up typically on, and it helps kind of alleviate some inflammation there. But we're just going to hold on for 30 seconds. Does everybody have a rack? Someone can take my spot if they need to. Everybody watch your armpits. All right, we ready? Yeah, you got it, for sure. For sure. You can also, in the future, you can use a pull-up bar like they're using. You can lower it on a rack, and you can just kind of keep your feet on the ground and straighten out that way too. That could be used in the future if you're doing this. But you guys ready? We're just going to hang, and I want you to relax. I want you to not just feel it in your hands, not just your forearms. I know it's tough if you don't have good grip strength. Let it relax through your shoulders all the way down into your hips. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And we're hanging. And if you have to let go, that's okay. Shake out your hands and hop back up. Or if you need to scale it, we scale it, right? All mobility can be scaled. Maybe we need a pull-up, or we need a barbell.
Don't do it, Trevor. I will. Don't do it, Trevor.
You get a bar where your feet can be on the ground and let go. Relax. All right, shake out your hands. This next one, this is called passive active arching. It is very, very tough. You're going to try the best you can. Everybody watch me for a second. We'll do 10 seconds where we passively hang. Then we'll do 10 seconds where we actively do a scap pull-up, right? So I didn't bend at my elbows, but I just pull up with my upper back. Hold for 10 seconds. And then arching is you try to bring your chest to the bar. And hold for 10 seconds and relax. If that is way too intense, what you can do is scap pull-ups. Try to do 10. Take a break while we're hanging out. Be like, okay, get back up there. And back into your scap pull-ups, all right? But if you want to do passive active arching, try it out. And the whole time, I want you to focus on externally rotating, trying to bend that bar apart while we're doing it. Everybody ready? Here we go. So passive active arching or scap pull-ups for these next 30 seconds. Here we go. Ready? And up. Passive hang. We're chilling, we're relaxing, or you're doing scap pull-ups. All right, ready? And hold, scap pull-up up, hold. Now try to bring your chest to the bar and arch at your back. If it's cramping, so be it. 3, 2, and relax. Oh, fabulous. All right, cool. You just hung for about a minute-ish. Perfect. All right, now let's come back out here. Last thing we're doing is a little deep squat routine. Oh, you just activated some muscles you haven't in a while. You're trying to just get to a bigger range. All right. Deep squat, get as wide as you can. If you have to point your toes out, you do it. Point your toes forward, you can. But we're just sinking deep. We can scale everything. If you can't do a deep squat, you can hold on to the rig if you need to like focus on a little more upright posture. But while we're here, try to have your chest up. For 30 seconds, I'm going to show you a flow. Ready? Follow me. We're doing prayer pulses. You go as far as you can. If you want to take it to a next level, you actively move your legs out, push them a little farther, then relax. Active push and relax. Active push and relax. Active push and relax. It's beautiful, isn't it? All right, now let's push our left knee out. All right, we're pushing our left knee, pushing our left knee. If it burns at any point and you need to stand up, tell it to shut up and keep down. I'm just kidding, you can stand up. That's right. We all start out with dumb feet. Well, we just got to go to school with our feet, right? All right, switch sides. I never knew. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. If you really want to get strong feet, just start paddleboarding, honestly. Your feet will be on fire.
Oh yeah, you don't realize how much you're gripping the board.
Yeah, skiing, yeah. Any balance stuff. All right, now we're going to do a little thoracic rotation. So it looks like this. You grab the other ankle with the other arm, and you rotate up. All right, here we go. And remote. Scaled option I'll show people if they feel like they can't do this is they can kind of do this thing. All right? So you can calm down and just trying to rotate it. But if you can keep it in a squat, keep it in a squat. All right, now up next, this one's fun. I'll show you RX version, but you put your hands in front, touch the knees on the ground, come back up, push apart. Touch the knees on the ground, come back up, push apart. We're doing that for 30 seconds. If you feel like you cannot do that, what you can do is you can hold on to something in front like a box or a bench or a bar. Touch your knees, come back. Touch the knees. These are bilateral knee taps. Bilateral knee taps.
I'm adding these to it.
Ready? Here we go. So we touch.
It's already familiar, yeah?
And we touch. And we're up. And we touch. And we're up. And we touch. And we're up. It's my 20s. That's it. All right, now I'll show you another thing. If you wanted to, you could do this later. You could do unilateral knee taps. You can scale it. You just grab the ground, go this way. If you're trying to get a little more toe extension in there too, or you try to do no hands, touch it, and up. All right? Up next, we're going to get a little relief. Bootstrap squats. Put your fingers under your toes. Straighten the legs. Come back down. What do you call them? I like it. Bottoms up.
Kaya calls them Russian baby makers.
Oh my. And if you have to, scaled option is you hold a little higher up on your shins. Squat down. All right? Well, you're just going as much as you can. What's important, consistency, not intensity, leads to transformation. All right? So a little bit every day is more important than a lot in one day. We're doing a lot today, but we'll put this video online. Take what you like, leave what you hate, and do it consistently. All right, come back down to a squat. This next one's kind of fun. So I'll show you RX version. It's 90-90 transitions. So you're going to come down with your hand, drop to 90-90. Push up, come back up to a squat. If you don't feel like you can do that, you can do it on the ground, doing this, right? If you want to move it up a level, you try to do this. If you needed to use one hand, you push off. But you're trying to be at 90-ish, 90-ish. If you can do the squat transition, that's what we'll do, where we'll go down and up, come up, go down and up. I am working on figuring out how to transition to these without my hands. That's my goal right now. Trying to build enough hip strength and range of motion. My friend can, and I want to cry every time she does it. All right, here we go. Yeah, even just lowering yourself, you just fall. That is tough, tough, tough. But with daily practice, give it some time. 6 months, you'll have a smart foot, wonderful hips. All right, this next one is the last one. It's my most favorite. But you're going to reach back with your arm. With this hand, you're going to make a big circle, come up on your toes. Come up like this. If you feel like you can't do that, you can just be here and practice doing this, all right? But if you can do it in a squat, do it with me. Here we go. Let's go to the left. Arm back, reach up, and then bring that hand all the way around. Reach back the other way. These are just around the worlds. And all this is scalable. I have each method. If you're like, hey, I actually like that movement, but I don't feel like I can do it, we can talk later. You can get in all these movements. But this whole routine is very unique and specific just so that you're getting full range in all your joints. And that, my friends, is it. Yeah. There we go.